First the line and the octagon, then the Dubai Circle. Now a giant cube. Earlier this month, Saudi Arabia announced its latest project, the Megaproject. It's a cube so big that it could fit 20 Empire State Buildings inside of it. Hello viewers and welcome to our video on the Cube, Saudi Arabia's next megaproject. The kingdom has been at the forefront of developing some of the world's most ambitious projects, and the Cube is no exception. So let's dive into the video, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Saudi Arabia is a wealthy country in the heart of the Middle East that's known for its vast oil reserves. But it is precisely this oil that Saudi Arabia wants to become less dependent on. And that's why they've started announcing and building massive mega projects under the slogan Vision 2030 to slowly shift their economy away from oil and towards tourism. Megaproject is the latest addition to Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. NEOM has drawn a lot of attention in the last few months, but Saudi Arabia doesn't want to neglect the kingdom's other big cities. That's why new Megaproject will be built in Riyadh. Saudi Arabia's capital Riyadh is already rapidly growing, the third largest city in the Middle East, and according to the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the new Megaproject project will become the world's largest modern downtown. This new district is expected to take the growth of Riyadh to another level. It will be fitted out with more than 80 entertainment venues, several walking trails, a large museum, and at the center of it all the colossal Megaproject. Megaproject means cube in Arabic, so the building will literally be called the Cube. Building simple geometric shapes at an insane scale seems to be a theme for Saudi Arabia's mega project. The scale of this cube will be breathtaking at 400 meters tall. It will technically count as a super tall skyscraper. But unlike other skyscrapers, the Megaproject is also 400 meters wide and would completely dominate the skyline. It would dwarf the existing cube-shaped buildings in other parts of the world. The Berlin Cube, for example, is a striking office block in Germany. Its mirrored sides are eye-catching, but it's only 40 meters tall. You could fit 1,000 of these inside the Megaproject. In terms of sheer volume, this cube could become the largest structure on Earth. In 1 second, you could be in the bottom of the ocean while in another moment you are on the surface of Mars or in a magical fantasy world. It's meant to be an immersive experience, unlike anything you've ever seen before. At the center of the dome will be a spiral tower, which looks almost like an anthill or brackets of fungus rising from the floor to the roof. This tower is meant to be a premium destination for tourists all around the world. It will have restaurants, hotel rooms, observation platforms, and cinemas and theaters too. The top will be used as well, housing lakes, lawns, and trees. So why is the Megaproject cube-shaped? According to the Megaproject designers, the cube-shaped design is the most efficient shape for accommodating all the advanced technologies that will support the overall experience. How they want to display the virtual worlds isn't clear yet, but the technology will need to be hidden in the space between the bell jar dome and the outer cube between the dome and the shell. Some people say that it bears a resemblance to the Kaaba in Mecca, another city in Saudi Arabia. The Kaaba is the most sacred site in Islam. When a Muslim prays anywhere in the world, they make sure to face towards it. But other people have dismissed the similarity and pointed out that the Kaaba isn't the only cube in the world. When the Berlin Cube was built in Germany, nobody said it resembled the Kaaba. So why should the Megaproject be any different? These people also pointed out that the Saudi crown is Muslim. They wouldn't deliberately build an offensive Kaaba-shaped building, so the similarity is probably a coincidence. Will the Megaproject really be built? Construction hasn't started yet, but in theory it will begin in the next few months. Saudi Arabia has promised the project will open to the public in 2030. Just like the other Vision 2030 projects, including the Line, the Octagon, and Trojan compared to the Line, this is probably easier to achieve. Nevertheless, it would pretty much still be the biggest mega project ever built. That's why the outcome is hard to predict. So let's break it down into 3 different scenarios. The first possible scenario, which Saudi Arabia would probably enjoy the most, is that the construction of the cube will start in the next months. And the 400-meter tall cube will be finished by 2030 exactly as they have announced it. Riyadh will receive its new icon and slowly attract more and more tourists from all over the world to become one of the most visited places on Earth. If this all sounds too good to be true, that's because there are quite a few hurdles to overcome, which leads us to the second scenario. Financial experts are already skeptical about the feasibility of the project. They cannot see where Saudi Arabia will find the money to build yet another ambitious mega project. Dr. Andreas Krieg, an expert in Middle Eastern studies at King's College London, said, "The finances of all of this are not entirely secured. A few days after the MUCOB's announcement, CNN asked the Public Investment Fund how they planned to finance the project. The PIF replied that financial details had not been disclosed yet, but that more information would be released soon. A lot will depend on foreign investment by 2030. Saudi Arabia is hoping to bring in more than $100 billion per year. It's impossible to know what will happen next, but one thing's for certain, it's shaping up to be a fascinating couple of years. When 2030 finally arrives, the MUCOB, the line, and other groundbreaking projects might open their doors to the public, or maybe none of them will ever be finished. So this was our today's video. I hope you all liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and also share it with your friends and family. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.